Hurricane Milton has killed at least 10 people after ramming through Florida overnight.
People are now headed back to their homes to assess the damage. Fox's Chelsea Torres is live north of Tampa. And Chelsea, how are things looking where you are?
Well, I'm over here near the University of South Florida, and I can tell you that most of these people that are trying to get to their homes have to walk through all of this water. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It's probably coming up to the knees for some people. You can probably see some kids and some people standing around. Further down, those are some kids that have been pushing a toy car of theirs. We've also seen kayakers out here, people on their paddle boards just trying to get from one end to the other. So it just goes to show a little how deep it is. And we know that in this area of Tampa, the sheriffs did say that they had over 100 rescues. Not only that, but throughout the entire state, there's been well over 300 people that have been saved just because they've had to get out of this kind of flooding. One thing we do know is, at least out here, the sheriff did say that this is typically a dry area, typically dry. So he said it was extraordinary just seeing how much flooding had happened out here. And not only that, but people are also dealing with having no power right now. About 3 million people throughout the state of Florida do not have any power. I did go to one community. They did not have any power. They also didn't have any drinking water. They've also were experiencing ripped roofs. Parts of their home were completely torn apart. Down trees. There's debris nearly everywhere here throughout these areas between Tampa and even Lakeland, where we've been the past couple of days. So this is what people here are experiencing. One man even told me that he's fortunate. He was glad that he evacuated. Originally, he wasn't going to. He says he loves storms. He wants to just be around them, and he wasn't going to evacuate, but it was his family that told him, no, you need to get out of there. And he said after seeing all of the damage that's been going on, he's really glad he did. We know that right now, 80,000 people are still in shelters, and many of them are still waiting to see what their homes look like. In Tampa, Chelsea Torres, Fox 5
Yeah,
News.
some Floridians can be stubborn when it comes to evacuating for a hurricane, Chelsea, but I'm wondering, have you seen a lot of people coming back? It seems awfully quiet there behind you.
It seems quiet here, but I will tell you on the I-4 corridor, which is one of the main highways into Tampa, it was so jam-packed. Just even getting here, and we left probably about an hour and a half just to get here. It should have only taken about an hour, and it took nearly that entire hour and a half. So it was jam-packed the entire way. Many of the roads around have been jam-packed. I think people are trying to get us home as quickly as possible just to see if there was any damage.
Yeah, that makes sense. People are going to have a lot of cleaning up to do down there. Chelsea, thanks.